To tell you the truth, when it comes to floods, homeowners actually get screwed twice. Once by the water damage itself, and once by the insurance company. Oh. And we'll go over both of those today, and I'll tell you how to get past those.
All right, awesome. Hi guys, welcome back to GlowTalks Studio. I am very excited actually about today's episode. I have a friend of mine, Donald Smallwood of Simply Remodel Group, here with me today. We've done some work together here recently on one of my projects.
Yes, it was fun.
And we were chatting and I was like, you know what? I think these people need a lot more information about contractors, contracting, and just getting work done in your house. Like, it's always so hard emotionally, right? You have to kind of like...
On both sides.
Ugh, It's just... Okay, it's madness.
Yes.
So here we are today talking with you guys about some topics. Donald was so obliged to go on Nextdoor. I don't know if you guys know that app or program, but it was great. He just posted up a question of like, hey, what would you guys want to hear if I was going to talk about contracting on a podcast? And little did we know it was going to be like hundreds of responses.
Yes. It kept me busy for about a week.
Yeah. So anyway, I love it. I have some folks who actually made comments, asked questions, like said stuff. So we're going to go through it today. And I thought some of this content was really important.
Yes.
So you and I worked together. It was kind of an extensive, I would say for myself anyway, a little bit more extensive or specialized, brick and some of these other type work on the home, which can be messy and noisy and so on. So I appreciate it. We were very successful with our project and very, very thankful for you and just your help and professionalism and being there to support me even after the fact. So Donald's like the real deal.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. So in the meantime, you guys are based out of Herndon?
Yes.
Okay. So Herndon, Virginia.
Herndon, Virginia. Yep. Been in Fairfax my whole life. Graduated from Fairfax High School.
Okay. I graduated from Oakton.
Oh, right down the street. Yeah. Yes. So I've been in the industry about 20, 25 years. Done everything from sales, some installation, but when it comes to most work, I'm just a general contractor. I specialize.
So wait, how did you start? Like, how did you get into the business?
Let's see. So in my 20s, I was a salesperson for a company for a couple years. Then I left and went in the car business for 10 years. Never really liked it. Couldn't stand it. I didn't like the aura that comes with car sales. Yeah. So I decided to get out of the car business. That was probably about 17 years ago. And then I got back into this industry as a sales rep. And then for me, it was more of, I guess when salespeople, they're not all bad, My mom did raise a good person. I do have a good heart. But when you have a family, you kind of get caught in the middle sometimes. And you want to push to get the sales. And so for me, starting the company, was more along the lines to not have to do some of the things that I've always had to do as far as, being a little bit more forceful when talking to people. Yeah. But for me, it's a local guy.
Yeah. No, that's
happy
great.
To help people.
Well, I mean, it sounds to me like what you're saying is, you understand as a family man that, look, like our homes are where we raise our kids and our families. And it's important to have it, like, let's say if it's not working out or something happens, breaks or whatever, you just don't want to deal with just anyone. You want to deal with somebody who's going to be like understanding of the family unit and the home and caring for the home as if it were your own. Right.
That's actually one of my comments. That's one of my care for your home as it's one of our own. That's one of our things. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. No. And I felt that all throughout our experience together in our last project. So here we go. Now let's go to some of these questions. Like,
sure.
I actually really like them.
So I've never really done a lot of social media over the years. I just kind of stayed away from it. Don't do any posts. Matter of fact, the Nextdoor post was my first post probably in 15 years.
Well, and you said your son, who's totally into social media, checked it out and he was like,
yes,
Dad, you're famous.
You're Nextdoor famous. And that made me push a little harder. Like, okay, maybe I'm good at this. And so I just started. And really, I was just talking to people. That's how I looked at it more, was just responding to people, answering their questions. And it would just go back and forth. And next thing you know, you're having a conversation for everybody else to read. And then people are chiming in on their messages and you're just talking.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
And,
talking.
I think people need that more as an educational based conversation versus, like you said, like that you're not being pitched to,
Yes.
So here's Manjeet, a homeowner in Lowe's Island, said she immediately disqualifies any contractor who asks about her budget. So,
I
what
remember her.
are the biggest red flags a homeowner should watch for when picking a contractor? Like, is this a valid thing? Because when I read that, I'm kind of like, it's good for you to know what your budget is. So it can go on both sides.
Yeah, some people are offended with it. I was just at a house this morning. She offered her budget. I don't like asking for it. I feel like it's none of my business. I feel like if I ask it, we're only human. Sometimes it's natural to, if you tell me your budget is 50, I'm going to start at 50 and maybe go backwards.
Yeah.
As opposed to treating the house like it's my own and know that I can start from 30 and go up.
Okay.
So I like to take every project as what would I do at my house.
Okay.
And then I explain. And then if they want, diamonds, we give them diamonds. But
Right,
I like
but
to explain both
everything
options.
comes at a cost,
Yes.
right? So that's like, I think in relation to this question is, yeah, like, sure, if someone's being really pushy and like, well, how much do you have to spend? Sure, you want a backyard oasis, but you're going to get a nice backyard, whether you're at a $30,000 job or a $70,000 job. It's just now you're going to have more bells and whistles at the $70,000 job. So
I approach it more like wants and needs. Figure out what their wants and needs are.
Okay.
And then put a dollar figure on it so that they understand where the money goes.
Well, and the line items. Right.
Line items, what I do is a lot of times too, since you say line items, I'll do a labor only price.
Okay.
And then line itemize everything so that you can see the labor for this is this much, the material is this much.
Yeah.
That way you actually have more control of your project and the fees aren't hidden from a lump sum number.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I like that. Here was another one. Irene from Potomac Green said she's tired of the big sell tactics and she was wondering why some companies require all homeowners to be present during the estimate.
I lived that life for about 10 years, so I'm very familiar with it. And I'm probably on the fence with it because I have lived both when I understand it. I was always a sales guy that companies spent maybe a couple $1,000s a day to get me out of the house.
Yeah.
So if they have TV ads, if they're big companies and they have TV ads, radio ads, marketing all over Facebook, all these things come with a price. So if they know that, you got their information from a third party, and they're selling that information to 5 different people and you paid $700-800 for each person, that's $2,400 just to get a hold of one person. So they're being pushy just because they're probably not going to get another opportunity. And somebody like me could come in and have the same licensing, the same installers, doesn't have all the overhead and all the pretty lights and commercials. My price would be less. And some companies may go with a company like mine as opposed to a bigger company because of that right there.
Okay. Of that, it's not like required to have both parties there, like both homeowners there. It's just like some of it's timing.
No, the reason why they do that is so that you can't put it off on the other. Oh, my husband's not here. I have to go talk to him.
Oh, right.
Oh, my wife, she's not here. I have to talk to her.
Well, and then maybe the couple has different ideas about what kind of project they want. Like
that too. And I guess for me, I don't do the budget thing. I don't mind meeting with one person. That's kind of how I've always got my name at the companies is I take all leads.
Yeah.
I treat them all the same. I treat people the way that I want to be treated.
Yeah.
And if I get there and the woman wants diamonds and the husband doesn't want to spend diamond money, then I have to make it a 2-trip.
Yeah.
I don't close until I have the information to close.
Yeah.
So for me in that situation, I would go out and meet whoever it is, talk to them and get their side of the story. And then see if I can set up another appointment to figure out if we can really narrow down exactly the wants
even review the estimate.
Yeah, just really, because if we're your kitchens and bathrooms and things like that, there are a lot of options. Just on an entry door, there's probably 1,000 options on an entry door.
I know. Yeah.
So you got to have that, clarity to make sure that you're building what they want, so you don't have change orders or things that come up later on, and you're trying to tell someone that it costs more now than it did than we originally told them.
We were talking a little bit before we started filming, and I know you have some experience in energy like for
Solar.
solar panels and things like that. I mean, like, let's talk about that because I think with kind of the rising prices with gas and power and like, what can people do to help themselves with their homes?
That's a good question, and there's probably quite a few different answers. There's a lot of different programs out that people don't know about. There's a lot of investor-backed opportunities for investors to actually purchase solar panels to put on people's homes.
Okay.
As long as they agree to keep them for a certain amount of time.
Oh, to kind of see what the performance is?
Yeah, because typically it probably, and I don't want to say the wrong thing, let's just say 15 to 25 years it takes someone to recoup their investment back from buying solar panels.
Okay, got it.
But with all the things that are going on with the government right now, 30% tax credits.
Yeah.
They have something that's called SREX, which stands for Sustainable Renewable Energy Credit.
Okay.
What that is a certain amount of money that you can sell whatever energy that you don't use that you produce
with
your solar panels. You can sell it back to the grid.
Oh.
In places like Maryland and DC, they have really, really high SREC values. Where Virginia's, I haven't looked at it in a few months, but Virginia's, I say, is about $40 to $60 per SREC. Where in DC, it's $430 to $650 per SREC.
Wow.
So people in DC, and the reason why is in DC, there's no real estate. There's no land. So they figured out a way to turn people's roofs into real estate or land, so that if I rent your roof from you and put solar panels on it, they're producing energy for DC. So right now there's
that's incredible. I didn't even honestly I had no idea.
It's starting to hit Virginia now, but in DC a few years ago when I first started, they're going to start fines for anyone who can't lower their carbon footprint. In DC it started. And they're going to start having hefty fines for businesses that can't lower their carbon footprint. But if they don't have any land or enough space to produce the
more energy.
Exactly. So they're
to offset the deficit.
So that's why they came up with the program in DC. And it's actually been doing really well. A lot of it's been going on now in DC for about 4 years as far as the investors buying. It was at 600 and it's like 640, 650 about 4 years ago. I got out of DC about 2 years ago. So my company actually is Simply Remodel Group is a DBA of Sunroof Solutions.
Yeah.
So Sunroof Solutions was originally I sold solar panels. So I still sell solar, but my original dream was to have a company that did pretty much everything. So Simply Remodel Group, I specialize in exterior remodeling. I also do solar. I have a partner that helps me out. Khalid helps me out with the solar division. Paul is my interior guy. I've been with him for 25 years. Caden runs my exterior division with roofing, windows, and siding. We've been together for 15 years.
Yeah, so all your relationships are long-standing.
We take vacations and
You've done a lot of business together. Yeah, that's so great.
Yes.
I mean, that's how, like, I feel that my business is similarly building or with long-standing people who have been in my life for a long time and
care about you.
Yeah, exactly.
That to me, that's the most important. Someone that actually cares about you.
Yeah.
Because then they have my best interest. If I'm not there, I know they have my best interest at heart.
And if something goes awry, you're the first person that they're gonna call.
Absolutely.
No, that's absolutely amazing. So going back to the energy stuff and looking at people who own their homes, and we're getting into the summer heat, ACs are cranking. Like, is it worth someone? There was here a question about HVAC. What are the most common bad installs you see? This is from Charles, a fellow tradesman from Middletown. Bad installs, and how can a homeowner spot one? And then I think with HVACs, like that's the main energy drain, like, energy consumption, right, for the home. You
got to be careful with, so Billy is my guy that does my air conditioning stuff. We've been friends for 25 years. He is now an electrical engineer. And his work is probably better than everybody that I uses, and that's says a lot about him. But air conditioner guys are just like cable guys. If you don't pay attention to the cable guy, he'll just drill a hole anywhere.
Yeah.
And he's not putting grommets. He's not putting things to make sure that no air is getting in. So with air conditioners, it's the same thing. If they're just plugging holes outside, anywhere, and they're not filling them correctly, you're letting air out of your house. And you got a cold draft coming in, and you don't necessarily know that it's coming from the install and not the way, it's not the air conditioner itself. It's the way that it was actually installed.
Okay.
So there's a lot of, it's really the installation and the the quality of the installation, cutting corners, drilling
I
a
know
hole.
they have new units out too now that are like lower in, like I actually was looking at this for my house because our exterior unit is actually on the rooftop terrace and it's right above my son's room. And anytime it kicks on, it's so loud. It just sounds like an airplane is landing above his bed.
Everything's always changing. Yeah, they got quieter units now. Yeah, you can pretty much get anything that you want.
So I think that's a good place to start too. Is just efficiency, making sure that it's installed properly.
Yes,
holes are filled,
and making sure that over time, those are ways that you can save money on your electric bill. Is making sure those things are done.
Yeah.
As well as it ties back into the solar too. It's if you're changing lights and thermostats and things inside the house, those are ways that you can also save money on your electric bills too.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
A lot of people are doing that now.
Yeah.
That's probably the easiest fix as opposed to running out and buying solar. You can save 4 or 5% just by changing light bulbs.
Okay, right. Yeah.
Changing your doors in your house, the R value on the door, just changing your doors in your home could lower your electric bill.
That are like more insulated and like more tightly sealed. Okay, so you guys heard it first. You guys, doors, windows, ceiling.
Doors, attic insulation is probably the cheapest, most efficient thing you can do to your house to save money. And it only costs a few $1,000s.
Okay, attic insulation.
Attic insulation is probably the first thing I would tell someone to do if they want to save money.
Okay, yeah, that's
on the electric, yes.
Okay, yeah.
As well as I didn't mention this, one of the programs that's out right now, and you can save 10% if you have Pepco. You can save 10% off of your electric bill through Pepco.
Wow.
In Virginia. Maryland is the same thing. In DC, it's called Community Solar is the name of the program. So everybody can look it up.
So Donald, this is all really amazing information and I hope you guys are taking this down. So you heard it first on GlowTalks. All right. So I do want to ask you this. What repairs should a homeowner never put off? Like what is so costly? I'm sure there's a lot, but like...
that you should never put off.
Yeah, I think like water.
Water is the number one.
Right?
Water, it makes my hands. It makes my hair.
No, I just don't even want to think about it.
When I hear water
leaks,
I don't even want to go to the house sometimes. You're
just afraid of what you're gonna find
because it never stops. It can start from here, then lead to this. So I'll say water is my number one.
Yeah.
That you have to jump on right away.
Okay.
Gutters.
Okay.
Because if your roof is collecting all the water, if your gutters are off and water's getting behind your gutters, then the water gets behind the fascia. It runs in between and it can make it all the way to the basement from your roof, and you don't realize it until it gets to the basement. I just cut a wall open recently at a customer's house. Their foundation was cracked. They would have never ever known. So water is the number one.
Oh.
The next one I would say electrical.
Okay.
So if you ever smelled burnt outlets.
Oh, like the outlets are kind of...
Sometimes they'll have look like a little burn mark or something like that. Those fix them right away because that's just a problem waiting to happen. And that could be a fire, which could be way more problems than that.
That's so scary.
So water, electric. Water is the winner.
I think the water is the winner.
Yeah, because it can mess your foundation up. It can mix bricks up. It can mix mortar
mold.
up, or it can mold.
Yeah.
I just opened a roof up recently,
toxic.
And they had so much mold inside the wall that they never knew was there. And then by the time it's showing on the outside, it was already.
It's
bad. And it's always insurance. Yeah, black mold is unhealthy.
I mean, we can get in a whole conversation about insurance.
Oh,
like what do you do for claims? By the way, like if let's say it is something like that, can you assist the homeowner with?
Yes. So I use a public adjuster.
Okay.
Over the years, insurance companies are getting very hard as far as the amount of money that they're giving.
Yep.
If they're even giving any money.
Yeah.
And they've made it very hard for contractors to actually represent the homeowners to the insurance companies. So in the last few years, I've opted to use a public adjuster because now I can step back. I don't have to, go back and forth. The homeowner actually gets the right amount of money as they should.
Yeah.
And insurance companies have to legally listen to a public adjuster, not like they have to listen to us.
Okay.
So for us, they don't pay attention. They could care less. I say it's 20. They'll say, we'll give you 7. Where public adjuster says it's 20. it might take them a few months to get the 20, but
Okay.
they're going to get every bit
But they're going to get
they're
it.
going to get every bit.
Okay. So yeah.
Insurance.
That's so helpful.
Yeah, insurance nowadays is very hard.
Yeah.
And with mold, you can definitely claim insurance. I would highly suggest everyone to claim insurance with mold, just because you got to have someone to clean it. You got to have a mold certified specialist to clean. Yeah, you got to clean the material, everything in the house.
The walls open,
anything that came in contact with the black
dry.
mold has to be cleaned.
That's
my mom, I did a project on my mom's house. She got over $180,000 to fix her house just from mold that was in the walls that she never knew in a room that she never came in. So I came to visit, and she had 4 foot of mold up the walls in that room. And then the company who cleaned her material, they got about $130,000. So just off of one claim was over $250,000 total that they paid between fixing the house and the insurance. I'm sorry, the cleaning of the material. So
so guys, don't give up. Like, if you are struggling, there are professionals out here who are also here to help and educate you and be a bridge between insurance and actually living in a healthy home.
Use your insurance.
Yeah, use the insurance.
I tell everybody to use your insurance.
I know. I mean, for crying out loud, we pay it, right? So
and now they're getting very hard. So definitely
it is tough. And I know there's certain parts of the country even where insurers will not, like they will not participate in those areas because of high risk of flooding or fire or whatever. So, just it takes a little bit of a village, right?
Yeah, that's true.
How can a homeowner find an honest contractor in 2026?
An honest contractor. You want to be, vigilant. You want to make sure that honest.
Or like what?
A good contractor.
A rule of thumb, I was like always trying to get maybe 3 quotes. Meet with 3 people at least.
That's a start. I think that's a good start. But I like make sure they have a contractor's license. Make sure they have insurance.
Yep.
Make sure the references that they say that they have are actually real. Okay. You should be able to talk to someone if you wanted to.
Yep.
I'm really big on pictures. Maybe I like showing pictures that I'm in because it proves that I'm actually there.
Yeah.
Videos with me in the videos.
Your videos, the drone videos, all the photos, and that it just easily uploads. That was so helpful.
I do a lot of company cam photos. So I'll send on a project. So whenever I send an agreement over, everyone gets their own private link. So they can see every picture that I take from the first day I was at your house to the last day I was there and any time in between.
Yep.
So that way you guys have that for your record.
Yeah. That was so helpful. So guys,
everybody likes that.
Yeah, do your homework. But now, where can everyone find you?
Website is simplyremodelgroup.com. Phone numbers on the website. You can reach out anytime, email, phone, call. We're always available.
All right. Yeah, I love it. No, we just had a very seamless experience. So I love sharing, guys. I'm not going to be stingy with my my tricks and tips. So thank you, Donald, for being here.
I appreciate you having me.
We are going to play a little game. So thank you in advance for playing along. It's called Ping Pong.
Okay, ping pong.
Now everyone can get to know you a little bit better before they meet you. Quick fire answers, okay?
Okay.
Coffee or energy drinks?
Coffee, 100%, every day.
Okay. What do you prefer, roofing or kitchens?
Roofing.
Okay. What's your favorite tool?
The oscillator tool. It's a little small, it's like a knife that you can cut through anything.
Oh.
And it's universal. We use it to cut stone, drywall, nails, wood.
Wow.
We use it for everything.
I probably need one of those.
I think for $100, it's a very nice tool. It's like a jigsaw. Yeah, it's like a jigsaw and a hacksaw in your pocket.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm getting one of those. What is, a dream home feature that you love?
Elevator.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, my son, he just wrecked his ankle. He's got a total nasty sprain. And he was like, Mom, would be nice if we didn't have all these stairs to go up. We had an elevator. I was like,
Elevator's nice.
Best post-work meal. We've talked about this on the hard days.
Yes. See, my wife's cooking.
Okay, I like it.
I have to go there.
He's getting brownie points for that one.
Well, she's brainwashed me. So I would have said Chick-fil-A.
Well, you said she's healthy.
Everything is healthy.
holistic.
Everything is healthy. So for me, my meals are packed when I leave the house. When I come home, dinner's made. Fruits, vegetables. We don't need anything out of a can. So for me, if I said anything Chick-fil-A and she sees it, I don't need. Baby, I don't need Chick-fil-A when I'm not.
She ain't having it.
Nope. I eat her food. She packs it for me.
No,
so
that's
very
amazing.
appreciative.
Well, you know what? Like that is, that's the healing aspect, right? Like that's us giving back to ourselves. So
yes,
I love that.
Yes.
Okay, and one word your crew would use to describe you. I'm sure different people would have different words, but.
Intense.
Okay, intense. I like
That's
it.
just, I like stuff to be done right.
Yeah.
To me, the world is black and white. It's either fixed right or not. So for me, it's only done one way. And I'm like militant when it comes to getting it done the right way.
Yeah, I
would
love
say
that.
intense.
Yeah, well, this is the guy I like working for me, who's intensely trying to help correct my home issues.
Yes, 100%.
So you guys reach out to Donald. It's simplyremodelgroup.com.
Yes, ma'am.
And thanks you. Thanks for being here.
Appreciate you.
And you're famous. You're next door famous. You can find him on Nextdoor.
As my son says. Never thought about it like that.
All right,
Maybe
awesome.
I'll go make a new post.
Awesome. Guys, thanks for sticking with us. If you think this message would help someone else, please share, like, subscribe. We are on YouTube, Apple Podcast, and Spotify. So keep listening in. We're going to keep bringing you amazing content. And we will see you in the next episode. Ciao.